Every country is different, and every country's laws are different. Sometimes, these laws border on the seriously ridiculous, and other times they point to important cultural values that might be different than your own. Here are the weird laws from around the world you may not believe exist. But when you're traveling, you certainly don't want to wind up behind bars. Number 1. It's illegal to let your chickens cross the road in Quitman, Georgia. Georgia likes to ensure the safety and sacredness of their chicken because in Gainesville, Georgia, you eat fried chicken with your bare hands. Keep your forks away from them. The law describes chicken as a culinary delicacy sacred to its municipality. Perhaps this is why chicken deserves a specific transport safety law. Part 2, Chapter 8 specifically states, "It shall be unlawful for any person owning or controlling chickens, ducks, geese, or any other domestic fowl to allow the same to run at large upon the streets or alleys of the city, or to be upon the premises of any other person, without the consent of such other person." Number 2. It's illegal not to walk your dog at least 3 times a day in Turin, Italy. Dog owners in Turin will be fined up to €500 if they don't walk their pets at least 3 times a day, under a new law from the city's council. Italy considers itself an animal-loving nation, and in many cities stray cats are protected by law. To enforce the law, Turin police would rely largely on the help of tipsters spotting cruel treatment by neighbors. Turin has the most stringent animal protection rules in the country. We can certainly appreciate the sentiment to protect animal welfare with these ones, as obscure as they may seem. Number 3. You can't play online games between midnight and 6 a.m. in South Korea. In South Korea, the gaming craze led to a unique law. To curb gaming addiction among young people, the government implemented a Cinderella law, prohibiting individuals under the age of 16 from playing online games between midnight and 6 a.m. Gaming enthusiasts have to watch the clock to ensure they're not breaking any laws during the late-night hours. Number 4. You will need a government permit to repaint your house in Sweden. In the picturesque landscapes of Sweden, residents may want to think twice before grabbing a paintbrush. Believe it or not, it's illegal to repaint your house without obtaining a government permit. The Swedish authorities take their aesthetics seriously, ensuring that the color palette of neighborhoods remains within certain approved boundaries. Number 5. Unique dress code for driving in Thailand. Thailand's traffic laws include a unique dress code. It's illegal to drive a car or motorcycle without wearing a shirt. So, before you hit the road in the tropical heat, make sure you're properly dressed, or you might end up facing fines for your lack of driving attire. Number 6. Controlling rabbits with a license in Australia. Australia, known for its unique wildlife, has a specific law addressing rabbit owners. In Queensland, it's illegal to own a pet rabbit without a government-issued permit. This law aims to control the population of this non-native species, making rabbit ownership a regulated affair in this part of the land down under. Number 7. It's illegal to die inside the British House of Parliament. Don't even think about dying inside the Houses of Parliament. We don't really know what the consequences for this crime would be. Since the building is considered a royal family palace, if anyone dies inside it, they must be buried with full honors. We're not sure how many people were planning to die here, but we guess Britain wanted to be safe. Number 9. It's illegal to climb a tree in Toronto, Canada. Think you can just climb a tree in Canada? Why not? There are a lot of them, right? Expect to pay a hefty fine if you get caught doing so anywhere in the province of Ontario. This goes for Ottawa, Toronto, and even in the middle of the forest, unless you have a permit. In 2013, one young tree-climbing enthusiast earned himself a $365 ticket for climbing one in Bellevue Square Park. Number 10. It's illegal to build a sandcastle in Spain. Spain despises your attempt at making sandcastles so much you could be fined if caught building one in Spain. And the fines vary by location at their discretion. On the island of Majorca, for example, you could pay €100, but you could pay up to €1,500 in Galicia, Kids are included in this restriction, and parents foot the bill. Number 11. It's illegal to run out of gas on the German Autobahn. Notorious for having dynamic speed limits that give drivers a chance to travel more than 100 miles per hour, car enthusiasts and speed demons love trips along the German Autobahn. But if you run out of gas, you could face a big fine. And don't even think of walking to a gas station. You'll get another fine for that. Why? Germans believe you have the power to keep your car properly gassed up, so if you run out of gas, it's your own fault. Walking along the highway is unsafe, as is having your vehicle stalled on or on the side of the road. Keep your eyes on your gas gauge and fill or up when you get low. Number 12. You can't wear camouflage clothing in Barbados. Barbados, along with some other Caribbean countries like St. Vincent and St. Lucia, ban the wearing of camouflage attire for anyone not in the army. Not even children are exempt from this rule, and adults found flouting it will be fined for doing so. Number 13. No tobacco in Bhutan. Taking this one step further, Bhutan has made it illegal to bring tobacco into the country. The sale and consumption of tobacco were banned in Bhutan in 2004, making it the first country in the world to impose such a nationwide ban. The government of Bhutan implemented this measure to promote public health and well-being, as well as to preserve Bhutanese culture and traditions. However, small allowances for personal consumption by adults were later introduced, but tobacco sales and advertising remain heavily regulated. So that wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell for more intriguing content. Until next time, fellow explorers.